If we want to have businesses reopened, if we want to get back to something approaching normal, albeit a COVID normal, then we can't continue to see stable numbers. We have to drive those numbers down. And back to the original announcement I made, if we can have a much higher percentage of people come forward as close to the onset of symptoms to get tested and then isolate, that means the number of exposure days, the number of days that you were at the height of your infectivity and you were just going about your normal business will be not 3 days, it'll be but a fraction of that. And that means you will, logic just tells you, you will infect less people. You will pass this on to less people. That $300 payment's an important part of that. So too, vigilance in terms of coming forward and getting tested, vigilance in playing your part following the rules. We're deeply grateful. I personally, not just as the leader of the government, but as a father, as a husband, I am deeply grateful to all of those Victorians who are wearing a mask. I'm deeply grateful to all of those Victorians who are making sacrifices, large and small, to get us to the other side of this. If we all play our part, then that's exactly what we'll be able to achieve. We've got the best advice, we're acting on it. It's a big team, a motivated, committed, highly skilled team. It's comprised of people from all around the country, because we know and understand that this is not just a challenge for us here in Victoria, it's a challenge much more broadly. Stability is better than if we'd not put stage 3 restrictions in, and some of our modelling shows 4, 5, 6, 7,000 cases over the period of a week, and even worse than that if we had not taken the steps we've taken over these last 2 weeks. But stability is not enough. Stability won't get us beyond this. We have to find those small incremental gains. We have to also see compliance in the community at extraordinarily high levels. Can I just finish before I ask Jenny just to add to my comments, particularly in relation to health workers and a few other matters that she wants to cover off? I just want to try and I fully acknowledge that this may not necessarily be the most targeted medium to be speaking to every young person. I don't know that there necessarily is one medium that would get us that outcome. But to people who are younger, if you want to get past these restrictions, if you want to get through this and get back to something that approaches normal, if you want to protect yourself or someone that you love who's got an underlying health condition, or if you want to avoid a fine, I'm not too fussed what motivates you, but even a moment's thought on this, for any of those 3 reasons and plenty of others, the only thing to do is to get tested if you're sick, to isolate while you're waiting for a test, and to follow the rules. Wear a mask, only go out for the four reasons. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. If you want this to be over, if you want to get to the other side of it and find that COVID normal and then lock in at that for the foreseeable future and be able to go and have a beer or go and have a meal with a friend or move around the community much more freely than you can now, you've got to follow the rules. You've just got to do it, and you've got to accept that this is, for all those reasons and many more, relevant to every age group.